The views and the opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities of LFTP Productions.
Woo! Hey, who said these ladies can't get it? You know how they get it. They come on the scene and we say, Divas, and talk, and make it. I like the way you walk and Divas, make me feel. I like the way you talk and Divas, Divas. I like the way you block it, Divas, Divas. We got the Diva doses. 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 We got the Diva doses.
Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to the Divas Dose Podcast Show. Here where nothing's off topic because everything is up for discussion. I'm your co-host, Sharnita, or just simply Nita. And along with, we have...
Hey, I'm Renee.
What's up? It's your girl, Oh So Mimi.
Alrighty, and today we have a very, 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 very special guest. We have a very special guest, the none other than...
Tracy Thompson with Tracy Thompson Speaks. What's up?
Alrighty, and before we get started, we're going to lead in with a prayer. You know how we do. And then we're going to take off like a rocket because we in that H-Town, baby. Okay. Dear Heavenly Father, we humbly come to you, thanking you for traveling grace to and from our destination. And we ask that you bless this union of 4 women, 4 mics, 4 voices in one space. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right, so, look, you guys, y'all know it's finna get juicy. I'm looking through my phone trying to find this. So tonight's topic, y'all ready? Mm-hmm. You ready? Mm-hmm. You got your caps on? Mm-hmm. You got your girdles on? I left mine at home. Look at Trace. Oh, Trace, now you want to be serious? You need to stop your shit.
She don't know what to expect. That's what it is.
I'm waiting, baby. I'm saying something.
Oh, my goodness.
I got to brace myself.
I know, right? Okay, so tonight's topic is, viewers, what is the pettiest or smallest thing you have ever broken up with someone over? Y'all want me to kick this off?
Well, can we broaden it like, what's the pettiest thing? Like,
She go want to be...
I'm just saying,
Can't want to be Mother Teresa.
because everybody ain't dated the whole H-Town like you, so we wouldn't have all that.
Pow!
Lord Jesus.
Ooh, shots fired.
So her pettiness line must be very long. Then. Let's see
Well, how long, Renee? Let's see what you got to say.
Did she just say she dated the whole H-Town? I'm just saying that, the list got to be a little long on the pettiness.
Well, somebody...
So can we just say...
Somebody got to date them all to come back and tell you hold something.
Oh. There's just holes in this house. There's just holes in this house.
Okay.
So can we leave it like on a date instead of like dating, right? Because it's not like... It's 2 different things. So can we broaden it a little bit to make it more interesting?
Okay, what's your broad spectrum?
I mean, like, can it be like just somebody who tried to talk to you or somebody tried to step to you? Can we leave it at just what's the pettiest?
How you gonna say you broke up with them for pettiness?
No, that's what I'm saying. Why can't we just say what's the pettiest thing you ever did?
Okay, when I say dating, now I haven't laid down with everybody I've dated.
Okay. Who said that?
Okay, because you...
What's wrong? You feeling some kind of way?
You over here talking about...
No, I'm just saying because, I mean, like, I've dated, but I haven't, like, dated a bunch of people, like...
Girl.
I haven't. My baby daddy speak for that.
Let me turn my back
My
on
baby
this
daddy speak for that.
This lying cow.
Baby.
Stop move. Okay, look, so... Tracy... Don't you fall into that shenanigans, Tracy. You a guest.
Okay.
She done started the shenanigans and then she telling somebody don't fall into.
Tracy.
She the ringleader.
You are a guest.
Tracy,
don't you
what
fall
is
into it.
the pettiest of the petty things have you ever done? The pettiest thing. The pettiest of the pettiest. Because I know you got some petty shit. Because you're petty.
Petty P. Okay, Tracy, go ahead. We're going to let you kick it
I
off.
don't even know I'm thinking.
Oh, Tracy.
Is it X-rated or non-X?
It can be
whatever.
whatever. This is a broad spectrum.
Okay, so that you stop talking to somebody? I mean...
It was too little?
I think they wanted some extra, some extra in the wrong area extra.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, they wasn't petty though. I don't think nobody would have wanted to do that type of shit.
Okay. So it wasn't petty.
It might have been petty, but it wasn't petty. I just wasn't finna,
Yeah,
that was weird.
It was weird.
That was weird.
Girl, you ain't got to think too far.
I can tell you what comes to mind on mine. Go ahead.
Okay, Renee, you.
That's what I'm trying to think.
Now, Renee,
that's a long time.
You need to.
I gotta go way back to the archives.
Renee, no, come on with your pettiness.
I'm an Aries. I can be very petty.
When they go low, you go lower.
To the gutter. I can go to the gutter.
Oh my God.
So beware. But I'm gonna take it back to middle school.
Okay, we'll go back to middle school. That's
it was
fair.
this guy that I thought he was just like so suave, you know?
Okay, Rico Suave.
And I was like, okay, I'm checking him out, you know? And so we started talking. But the next day I stopped talking to him because he asked me to borrow $1.
Well, they really wasn't petty because I probably would have did the same thing.
Yeah, I probably would have did the same
That is
thing.
petty.
That's kind of petty.
That's red flag.
That's petty. Because that man
but
needed
we
that
were
dollar.
young.
That man needed
That
that
was
dollar.
middle school.
If you was just talking to somebody at
Baby,
your
we don't get money
grown-ass
like
age
that in
right
middle
now.
school and shit. We do chores and stuff around the damn house. I ain't finna give you my damn
That's
dollar.
what I'm saying. And if you were dating somebody right now and it was fresh and somebody said, baby, let me borrow $1.
Can you pay some bills?
No.
$1?
No.
See, you would have broke.
See, back then $1 was all right. Now
I'd
they
be
were
like,
talking about
I mean, $1, I'd be worried.
$1 make you holler.
Baby. No, but that's the farthest back I can think is that's being
Renee,
petty.
you got some recent, Renee.
But
Come on
recent.
now,
That's what I'm trying to
girl.
figure out some recent.
Y'all need to stop.
I can be petty, but not going into relationship.
Baby,
Yeah.
we're going to let you and Tracy ponder. Come on, petty queen. We're going to let y'all ponder over
So
here.
the pettiest thing I ever did, we was Big Ike. So we was in high school. And there was like several guys that wanted to talk to me. And I was so irritated because I didn't really want to talk to any of them.
Okay.
So what I did was I just chose one. And I was like, we're going to go together. And so we went together for that period. And right when class was over, I broke up with her.
Oh, baby.
I didn't want to deal with them. I wanted them to go away. So I just chose one.
Look, DDP family, look in my face.
What's your petty? Come on.
Yeah.
Baby.
Let's see.
If she won't even talk to somebody that's missing side tooth, you know her ass is petty.
I go below
What's
the
the
gutter.
petty? I can be petty, but I'm just thinking in terms
Okay,
of
so the
relationship.
smallest thing, it may not be petty, it just may be the smallest thing. I have a few though.
Go ahead.
And I'm gonna lay them on the line for the DDP family. Y'all let me know if that's petty.
Okay.
Or if it's just small. So the first one was... Okay, in my mind, the first one was I was on the phone talking to a guy, and I just kept hearing a beeping sound in the background. And I got the more I heard the beeping sound, the less interested I became. And so after a while, I was just like, "Is that your smoke detector?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, I need to change the battery." I said, "Well, damn, how long it been beeping? How long you been needing to change the battery?" That man say for 6 months. Click. Have a good day.
So why you didn't want to talk to him just because he didn't have time to?
So what made the battery make you feel like he was a different person? That's what I'm saying. Like what about it was
First of all,
laziness?
you don't take care of your responsibilities.
A battery?
Yes, ma'am.
He might have been too short.
He couldn't reach. He couldn't reach
Girl,
it.
y'all need
He
to
might
stop.
be. He might have
He
been.
could have been a real busy man.
Mini-me. He could have been.
Stop.
Well, you know what?
Stop.
He could have been short in some other places. So we go.
See, that's number-
See, that's all right.
That's
baby.
number one. I don't date short men, so he wasn't short.
Not no more.
Dang, I would love to get some men up here and say, what was the pettiest thing
Not
that
no
Nita
more.
did to you? I would love to get some men up there to
She need to clarify. She don't date short men no more.
I don't think I've ever dated a short guy.
Let me say his name.
Don't do it.
Let me
She's talking about don't do it.
Just the initial.
Jay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of J's floating around up
Jay.
here.
He know who he is.
And I believe he watched the show.
Ooh.
I don't know who y'all talking about.
Now that was petty.
Yeah, that was below
I said I can be petty now. I can be petty.
He watched the show?
I think you told me he watched the show.
No, but here's the thing. He not short. He's tall.
Girl, bye.
Is he above 6?
No, he probably 5'11".
Girl, that's short.
Maybe, 5'11". That's not
I
really short.
I would think that was tall.
For you. That's short, Shy.
Yeah, that is, because 6'2".
No, I think that you were probably genuinely not interested in this man.
Probably, yeah.
Because there's
that
no
was
way in
petty.
hell
Oh, yeah.
you just stopped talking to this man
I got
behind
another
him.
one.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
What
we
the
want to
next
hear,
one?
yeah.
I had another guy that I was just conversing with, and we was at his house watching TV, just conversing. I'm glad it didn't go past first base, because, babe, when he took out them socks and I saw the black toenails, I hurry up and got out of there.
Okay, I can empathize with that.
I want to say, Ninja, did you miss your calcium intake? What the hell?
Oh, my God.
He might have
I was going to say diabetes or
Diabetes.
something.
Both of them big toes was black. Toenails was black.
A
No.
fungus
I can understand that because I gotta have a man with pretty feet and some pretty teeth, so I can understand that.
So is that petty or small?
That's small.
No,
That's
I think
small.
that's petty.
I don't know,
small.
y'all.
No,
I don't
that's-
think I could do it either.
No,
I mean,
'cause
I wouldn't do it either, but that's small. I don't think that's
Find
petty.
out a little bit more what's going on. Like she said, he could have diabetes. He could have
So
had.
he could have been a good man, but it was just that one
He had
thing.
some health
Especially if
issues.
he work in them boots and his feet be wet and stuff.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
do be getting that. See?
I don't know. I probably did, but
See, he probably needed a good woman to come along and say, you know
kinda
what,
help him
you
get
need to go
yourself
to the
together.
doctor.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you was finna say massage his foot or
No.
something. I wouldn't even
Oh,
touch them
hell
things.
no.
Hell no.
So I remember one time I went on a date with this guy and he was like, we're going to go to the movies. And I was like, okay. So he was like, all right. So we get to the movies. He's like, I packed us some lunch. I was like, what?
Girl, don't tell me that baby had that shit.
Hold on. He went to the movies with a
First of all, where was the food at? Because he should have been packing no damn bag or no purse.
He had a backpack. He had a backpack.
Oh, okay.
He had some candy in there. He had some sandwiches.
Some drinks.
Oh, he had it all.
And some candy.
He was just being frugal. He was just being frugal.
no.
Renee, he was just being frugal.
No,
No,
ma'am.
he was broke.
Renee, you're frugal, Renee. You know he was
I
being
can be
frugal.
frugal, but
We
he
can be
was
like
broke.
that.
If
Him.
we're going to the movie, we're going to have the popcorn. At least the popcorn.
Something.
Did he buy you popcorn?
I know
Did
this
he
ain't
buy-
coming from the
Girl.
frugal queen.
I said I can be frugal.
Renee.
But when I go to the movie, we're going to have the popcorn.
And that's my thing. It's like,
Especially he
And we're not
asked you.
packing nothing. Yeah.
It's the first date. Like, impress
Oh, yeah.
me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I can see if we was 6 months in and I knew you ain't had the money,
And
I
that-
probably would be like, okay. But the first date, and you talking about I packed.
Y'all, something just popped in my mind, Mimi. Can I say
Lord.
it? Can I
Go
say
ahead.
it? That man was like, this B ain't worthy to be impressed.
Shit, you a
That
motherfucking
brain
liar.
popped in his head.
That's
Y'all know
when I was
don't
a
care.
size 7. Okay, I was all that.
Times 12.
Baby.
Anyway, she been coming after me for a while, y'all.
Baby.
You know, I think that haterade juice is real. You know, it must be potent today.
Yeah, he was just broke because he packing
mean,
a whole
yeah.
lot.
He
Like-
was.
He wasn't saving. He could have said, well, we'll buy the popcorn, I'll bring the drink.
And he had a job.
Oh, he was tight.
What did he work for the city of Houston?
No,
He was tight.
What?
He was tight.
Chasing.
He was.
why
Bless
you
your
been effing
father. This girl said the city of Houston.
I'm trying to think what else. Let me see.
I don't know. Was he picking up trash on the side of the street?
Ooh.
Okay, I'm just. That was.
I don't know. That was petty. That was.
Yeah, that.
I couldn't.
That was just broke. I don't even think that was
Yeah, that
petty.
was broke. He was broke. He was
I
tight.
don't know. I mean, you know.
He might have just been surviving. And he probably shouldn't have been dating.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got your current small/pettiness. I'm gonna need you middle schoolers to come back over
I
here.
don't
Baby,
have a
I'm
lot
trying
of
to figure
stories
out
like
I
that.
don't.
Now, I can be petty, so let me tell you about me being petty. So, I worked for this company before, and I had this supervisor that wasn't even my supervisor, and she lied on me and two of my other friends. So, it was a whole, big little thing. It got back to my supervisor, and I was like, she lying. That's not what happened. And I'm going to need her to stay away from me. She can't say nothing to me unless it's work-related. And I mean that. And I said it to my supervisor just like that. And she was like, well, don't. I said, I mean that. And so every morning, that lady, she had to pass by me because we were in cubicles. She had to pass by me to get to her cubicle. And so every morning she would, my first name is Trina, if everybody doesn't know. She would, good morning, Trina. This me.
I done already told you.
This me. Straight ahead, looking at my monitor. I ain't said one word. She would pass me in the hallway going to the restroom. Good morning, Trina. Straight ahead. I'm walking. I ain't pay her dust. This not work related.
Right.
I don't come here. I don't have to be friendly. I don't have to talk to nobody in here if I don't want to. I'm going to come and do my work and go home. And then you done lied on me. Baby, you can't say nothing to me ever again.
Yeah.
I would pass her, and she tried it for the longest. Every morning. Pass her by, lunchroom, break room. I ain't say nothing to that lady.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay, so needless to say, look into this camera and tell these DDP fam how long you lasted after that at that job.
I was there for a long time. I was there for a long
she just
time.
assumed, you know what?
But the irony of it, she got fired.
That part right there.
She got fired.
Now that Renee was talking about something, there is something else petty that I did. When I was pregnant with my third child, her dad he said he was going to Walmart, okay? And he's Hispanic, so for the people that don't know, cantina is like a club, right? And so he decided he was going to go to the club. And so I'm like, well, it don't take that long to go to Walmart. So I have keys to both sets of cars. So I go in the club and I say, I can't believe, I'm pregnant, 6 months pregnant. I can't believe we in there like arguing in the club. So I go outside, I call my cousin. I said, hey, meet me at such and such. So I get in the car and I drive and I go and I hire the car for about 2 weeks.
Oh no.
He was like, whatever. I was like, I don't know what.
And you said, see.
Now that was a good one.
Now that was petty.
That was a good one.
That was a calculating petty.
Yeah.
That was a very calculating petty.
For two weeks.
Wow. See, fellas, you see how devious these broads can be out here? You see how devious they can be? Boy, they something else, ain't they?
Well, he shouldn't have been there.
You get as good
and
as
I'm
you
pregnant.
give.
What you doing up in there?
Now I done did some cars. I done did some,
Now what you do? We got to say you doing this.
I done put some sugar in some tank.
Baby.
I done did some. Don't play with me.
Wait. We want to hear the backstory behind the sugar in the tank.
Well, I mean, you can't be sitting up here playing. You can't be sitting up here and saying you playing with me and doing all the extra, and you're not, and then you pop up over there and you got some other female in there.
Yes.
Okay, that's how you.
That's what we doing.
So you put sugar in the tank.
I did.
Needless to say, if you put the sugar in the tank, was it official? Y'all was done?
Probably not.
Baby.
Probably not. I was young then. It was crazy.
And then you were trying to help him get his car fixed after you put the sugar.
Probably not.
Sound like toxicity at its best.
But you know what? I remember there was one guy I was dating. Oh, no, that definitely need to be a show for sure.
Uh-oh.
The stuff you've done to these old crazy. Yeah. Anyway. I remember this one guy I was dating, and for me just to keep in contact with him, I got him a cell phone. And let his motherfucking ass don't call me. Oh, that motherfucker, suspended.
Dang, Tracy.
Suspended. He be calling my phone. Did you cut out my phone? Well, why you ain't calling me?
Oh, my God.
You what? Suspended.
Oh, my goodness.
Because you know, shit, you go online and suspend them numbers quick. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I bet you won't do that no more.
The time and investment us as women taking being petty.
I think men are petty too, though.
Oh, yeah. They are.
I think men are very petty.
Men can be very petty.
they can be petty.
Yeah.
Especially the men that was raised around straight females growing up. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Baby.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think they can be very petty.
I
as
be
well.
like, did your mama sit you down and give you a class 101 about being petty to women?
So I'm gonna tell you how petty men can be. So I don't think I was about 20. I don't think I was 21 yet. My brother was at a football game, and this guy that I kind of was still talking to him, but really wasn't talking to him. He met him at the football game, and he convinced my brother to bring him back to my house, right? And so when he came back to my house, I'm sitting in the car with another guy, right? So my sister, she's driving through, and she looks at me. She gets out the car. She looks at me. She looks at my little brother and the guy, and she just goes walking in the house, and I'm looking. I'm like, so he was like, oh, she was just with me. And I was like, no, I wasn't. He was like, yeah, she was. Hold on. He goes to the trunk. He goes to the trunk and pulls out a picture we had taken it at the club the night before.
Oh.
And you know, when you take pictures at the club, it has a
timestamp on it. Yeah.
Timestamp on there.
He was like, look. And I just stood there. I was like, well, okay. All right, I was lying.
Busted.
That could be petty,
Busted.
too.
That can.
He was petty. He didn't have to do that. He could have just waited till I called
He
him.
was feeling some type of
Yeah,
way.
oh,
He
yeah,
was about to
he
put
was
you
He
on
was
blast.
still petty. He had to come over there and, you know.
So I guess the higher the emotions, the pettier.
The more petty.
Yeah.
I guess that's a good point.
Definitely.
Yeah, for real. The
Yeah.
higher the emotions, the more pettier.
Because if you really don't give a damn, you ain't gonna care. I wouldn't care.
yeah.
But
You're not going to waste your time.
nah.
I mean, unless it's an embarrassment,
Yeah.
Yeah.
then you can get real petty if someone embarrasses you. Like,
Now I'm gonna escalate a step further. I know that we go. What you laughing at, Tracy?
I already know.
So look, I know it's called the pettiest or smallest thing you ever broke up with somebody over. I'm gonna take it a step further off the topic. You know how we do at the DDP here. So, what's the craziest thing you've done in a relationship or a marriage?
The craziest.
Yeah, I'll tell you. For me,
Go ahead.
it's crazy.
no, I want to hear.
For me, I stayed, me, I don't even,
What is it?
for me, okay, so I felt like he was doing too much playing in my face, and I normally never come out of character or out of my emotions for nothing or nobody because they're not worth it. I don't care who you are. So, for me to do this, I was definitely out of character. I was with my best friend at the time, and we was in his apartments waiting on him to come back. At the apartments, he stayed with a girl because I found out he stayed with a chick. I thought he stayed by himself, but he stayed with a chick. So, and it was somebody that was I allowed to get close to me. So we sitting outside the apartments. I had a butcher knife. I had a hoodie on. Ooh. I say when he come, I say I say when he pull up, I say I'm gonna hop out. I'm gonna and then I'm gonna hop back in the car, and then I need you to speed off.
Dang, you psycho.
You talking about hot like that?
Michael Myers. Yeah, Michael Myers.
You might have to censor that shit.
Michael Myers stab. So
said, ha, ha.
I said a couple of times, ha ha. I said I'm gonna jump back in the car and I'm gonna need you to speed out real quick. And so she, the whole time that I'm telling her what I would do in the plan, she just ha ha ha. Just laughing up a storm.
She didn't believe.
She didn't believe me. She did not believe me. She's like, girl, you ain't gonna do nothing. I say, okay, watch. I'm telling you, yes, I am. Man, so we got there around 9 o'clock. And no, we got there around 11 because the club closed there too. So we got there around 11. We stayed there till about 4 in the morning.
Wait.
That's a true friend. We
Waiting.
stayed there till about 4 in the morning. Waiting. He never came home. So I'm like, well, dang. Not only is he cheating on me, cheating on her too, because he didn't even come home.
That was God protecting you.
Girl, taking back, yes it was. Because I'm telling you, my friend and my best friend, she did not believe. She's like, girl, they ain't gonna do nothing to that man. You love that man, yada yada. I say, that's why I'm gonna do it. I say,
So you had true intentions on stabbing.
I was gonna stab.
But did you, like
I
you
was
had-
gonna Michael Myers
Like
that
you
man.
asked me, what happened? Did you end up staying with the dude?
Yeah. Toxic.
See?
Oh my God.
And so when I told him this story, he was like, oh, wow. He was like, I'm glad I didn't come home. He was like, dang, you was going to stay. I say, boy, I was going to
But
get
he
you.
was crazy because he stayed with you after finding
Yeah,
out.
he did.
After knowing that she was crazy.
Yeah, he did. So that tells a lot about him, too.
He was crazier.
Message.
Because I would have got out of there.
I think some men like a little craziness in a woman. Not like psycho, like
Michael Myers type psycho.
I was going Michael Myers him, but he didn't believe me though. So that just goes back to when somebody said they're gonna do something you don't believe them. You might need
better
to believe them.
believe.
Yeah, for real. But thinking back in hindsight, I know God saved me because I would have been in jail for attempted murder. I would have been in jail for murder because I was going for the aorta.
Oh Lord.
Hey, for any man that's watching this, don't go on a date with Nita.
This one.
You guys, I have been redeemed. A lot of therapy and counseling. I have been redeemed. That is no longer the case.
Ooh,
Let me tell you, I'm more chilled and
goodness.
relaxed. Why you think my husband stayed with me so long? Because I don't do the drama. You come home, this is our sanctuary, this is our peace, our ground of peace. I have been healed and redeemed. If you allow a man to take you there, that's not the man you need to be with,
That
ladies.
is
That's
true.
true.
Oh, that's true.
That's true.
So
That
yeah,
is
I have
definitely
been
true.
redeemed and healed. I am a new 2.0 version, Nita.
Good girl.
So I have a crazy story. So so I went down. Well, I actually went to what was it? Scott Gardner's club.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
And I was
It's
there
still
with my
around?
girl.
I don't
Yeah,
think
well,
so.
the rhythm
It
room
was
is.
then.
Oh, okay.
She's trying to get me to tell my age, but anyway.
Girl, we know you 70.
52. And so I had went out with my girlfriend, and so I'm gonna say one of my baby daddies, pretending like he was lost downtown and got dropped off. And so me being, he playing on my compassion because he's like, well, she gonna come get me because she knows I'm lost. So I go get him. Now, mind you, before I went to the club, I had switched out my bra when he got a strapless bra. So my other bra was in the back seat. So he gets in the car. You been. I was like, what, girl?
Was y'all together?
No, he was a baby daddy. You know.
I don't know what that means.
So
I'm
baby daddy
confused.
means he can smash when he want to. But go ahead with
I
your
was
story.
single. I was single.
Baby daddy
okay.
mean he can
I was
smash
single.
when he want to, and
I
she
was
was
single.
single.
We didn't live together. I was single.
Okay.
They was in a situationship.
Okay, yeah,
That
I guess
part.
you can say that.
Okay. Okay.
So he's in the car. So we downtown. He's pulling my hair while I'm driving. So my cousin stayed like 10 minutes. So I go and I get to her house and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know, like, why you tripping? I had just bought me a brand new cell phone. He goes, he gets my cell phone. He steps, it was a flip phone.
Was it Promco?
No.
Okay.
No, it wasn't that far back.
Oh,
It was
okay.
AT&T.
Oh,
And
okay.
he stepped on it. He smashed my phone because it was a flip phone. So he broke it in half. I was cool because I was like, I got insurance. But then he goes in my purse and he takes my money and he starts ripping my kid's social security card.
What? What was the point
At
of
the time
that?
I had a Mustang. I don't know what came over me. I calmly got in my car. He was standing in front of the car. I drove up people's porches.
Oh,
I tried to run his ass over. I ain't never seen nobody run so fucking fast in my life.
Then he probably was fat trying to run them draws coming.
He wasn't
pants
fat.
coming
He
down.
wasn't fat. He was skinny.
Oh,
But
okay.
I had messed my bumper up, ran over the people, tore up the people's grass. God was with me that day because I know I would have went to jail.
Yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure the
would've ran
good
him
Lord,
over.
the good Lord,
I would have ran him over.
saved us from a lot of murder
And I
cases.
circled the block 3 times looking for his ass. He was hiding.
Oh, he was gone.
I'm sure he
You
was
ain't gonna
high.
run over me.
My goodness.
I did. I just snapped.
So that's a true thing. You know, I see a show called Snap. That's a true show.
Oh,
it is.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It
plenty
is.
of people do.
It
Yes.
is. Because
Wow.
I thank God every day that I didn't.
Yeah, because you looking back in hindsight, you be like, that MF was not worth it.
No.
It would not have
It
been worth my
Definitely
freedom.
not.
Because look, you in jail after he get out the hospital from healing. He
You
on
locked
to the
up.
next hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you locked up looking for
He already
commissary.
would have before you even get locked
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, for real.
And you looking for
And
commissary.
then, basically, Tracy, and then you write him like, you know I'm in jail because of you. Can you send me a few dollars?
That part.
Be mad at yourself. I can't
That
believe
part.
I'm in this
I can't believe I
motherfucker
did
because
that
of him.
shit. Yeah.
Oh, my
With
goodness.
his ass.
Yeah.
You got you in the cell with Big Tina. Big Tina trying to get it. Trying to take it.
I ain't do that no more though. I never let nobody else take me out of my character after that.
Yeah, for sure.
I kind of learned. People can't know where I stay at. I changed my whole way of thinking. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put myself in that position.
Absolutely.
anymore,
And
ever.
then, the older you get, the more wiser.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, after
Yeah.
that, it was after that. I was 32. It was after that. I was like, never no more.
Oh, yeah, you was old.
I wasn't no hoe. I was a baby mama.
Hoes in this house.
I was a baby mama.
Oh, my goodness. You was 32 doing that kind of stuff? Girl, I was in my 20s.
First of all, you sitting there trying to fight me. Second of all, now you tearing up my shit. Now you fucking with my kid shit, and you took my money. Oh no!
Oh, yeah.
Oh no! Not. You didn't took me over the edge.
You might could have got away with some shit though with his ass. Though
You took me over the edge.
Yeah. You probably could have. Yeah.
Yeah, you took me over the edge because see, I done gave you the benefit of the doubt and didn't do nothing, and now you took it over the limit.
Okay, so that's me and your psycho moments. Come on.
Because I know y'all got psycho.
I have
psychos.
Okay.
I mean, I ain't really have. I mean,
Tracy.
No, I have.
Okay, with Reg, my okay, yeah, I have, but not that bad. I mean, just went over there. He's supposed to have somebody in the house, but he never came outside. So I'm not.
But what was you planning on doing?
Yeah. Psycho.
Oh, I was about to fuck him up and her.
Psycho.
That's right.
You was going.
No, I wasn't gonna do that shit. Now they ain't gonna let me go to jail for that shit,
baby.
But I never really. I mean, I did egg my baby daddy car.
Okay. You egged it.
I egged it.
Girl, I bet you went
in one.
I bet you went egg in this climate today we in. You went egg in this climate. Say them eggs.
Nah, they crazy now.
Yeah,
It costs too much.
Yes.
No, they crazy. They crazy now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you, Renee?
My first husband, I don't remember what we had got into it for, but he just kept picking and picking. I was like, gone on now.
Real calmly. Yeah, real calmly.
Gone on now. It just kept going. I mean, it's been so many years ago, I don't remember. He just kept at it. And the vacuum cleaner was sitting on the side of the bed.
I gotta put my drink down.
So I grabbed that cord. And I wrapped it around that neck.
Oh, Lord.
And
Y'all
I kept
gonna be in the
going.
same cell together.
And I snatched it tight. And
He
I
let you do it?
tight.
He let you do it?
Well, we were about to. Well, he was taller than me, but he wasn't a big guy.
Yeah.
Babe, and I said, didn't I tell you to leave me alone? He was like, I can't breathe. I said, no, you can't. You gonna leave me alone, ain't you? Kept going.
Dang, Renee.
You got closer than what
You
we
gonna
did.
leave me alone, ain't
That's
you?
what I'm talking about.
Y'all.
And then I pushed him. I said, now I said leave me alone. And when I tell you to leave me alone, I mean leave me alone.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, see.
Renee like Miss Silly. Me and my kids
Baby,
gonna sit around this house and whip your ass.
Don't take me there, cause I know I can
part.
go there.
That part.
I can
Leave me
go
alone.
there.
Yeah,
If I tell
Yeah.
you, if I
Yeah.
say gone on now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'm
I done
giving you a
told
warning.
that part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when people threaten you calmly,
you better run.
Yeah,
Yes.
you better run. I'm telling y'all, because when I got in that car, I was so calm.
oh my goodness.
Baby, cause don't nobody have time
So
for
you
that.
have deranged crazy and you have calm crazy.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
And I'm calm crazy.
Yes, I see.
So leave me alone. I don't bother nobody.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah,
will definitely
like-
take you there.
They will.
take you
And it takes
They'll
nothing
take
to
you
take you there. If they're directly trying to attack
Oh, yeah.
you, and they've been trying to do it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So sometimes people just bother you to get a reaction.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Yes.
I've mastered how to deal with the demon.
The girls have mastered how to
How
deal
to
with
deal
the
with the
demon.
demon.
Do tell about
Because
the
that's
mastering.
when the pettiest of the petty comes out. I'll have a motherfucker so mad at me. And I'll just sit back and laugh and be like, you good?
Yeah.
That's it.
You good? Because I am.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm
Now,
gonna continue with mine.
quietness will kill people
That part. Kill them
Yeah.
with
quicker
yeah,
than
kill 'em
than
with
physical
kindness.
harm.
That's right.
Yes.
So like when you pay them no mind.
Yeah.
like-
yeah. And they be trying
I
to
could
get
see
your attention.
somebody like the supervisor, but people that I've known, if you come wrong with me,
Yeah.
I ain't saying nothing to you.
Yeah.
And that's the maturity though.
I ain't saying nothing to you.
Yeah.
I can't.
All righty then.
So it's safe to say petty exists in everybody,
Oh, it
right?
does.
It does.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't think we tried to be petty. Maybe when we were younger. When we were younger, y'all got to admit, we were real.
We probably was
Well,
real
we was
petty back
something
then.
else.
Yeah, back then.
Yes.
But now I manage things differently because I'm a different person. But it's still there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
don't
yeah.
stir it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Don't stir it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I just really focus on mastering keeping my peace.
Absolutely.
That is
And
so
I'm not even really around anybody to be petty, to be honest. For me now.
You probably around
Yeah, I'm at home a lot.
but when you deal with business, even in business, we've experienced pettiness.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Now, I could be social media petty.
So you
what do you mean?
So you
what do you mean?
hold on. So you a keystroke bully? You a keystroke
Not bully, I said petty. Like, you know, somebody want to be petty and want to shout other people. I can be petty like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's a lot of them. Let me look at the camera. Let me bring this down.
That's it. Look at the camera, Tracy.
There's a lot of them out there that is social media haters on the face facade book.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
So since they want to be petty, Tracy can be pettier.
Yeah,
That's true.
So that means that I'm going to post and say things that might be like, look at her. Look what she doing. Yes, we're going to go there.
Yes, baby.
So now I can be
So
social
you just
media
kind of
petty.
like rub it in their face.
So when y'all go low with Tracy, she go to hell.
Baby.
She go to hell.
Baby.
But I mean, it's the truth though. Because
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not around people all the time. And I'm not, and I don't even know, my philosophy, I don't feel like people should just be so competitive on Facebook.
Right.
Yes.
We should be just coming together and do things.
Collaborate.
That part.
Yes.
But they, for some reason, they'll just hate you just because they just hate you. Or just because
That's
of your...
the number one reason why I don't really be on Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm more
TikTok hoe.
TikTok hoe.
That part.
And-
You agree.
And make sure you guys follow me because I'm trying to get to my 10,000 followers so I can get paid.
But
She
people,
said,
they
look
can
up
be
the
petty
TikTok
on
hoe.
TikTok.
Yeah, they can be petty on all social media.
I mean, they can, but I mean,
It's not as, I get it.
It's not
but
as bad.
it's not as
that
bad.
at all.
And
But on
what I
Facebook-
found is on Facebook, it's normally the people that are your closest friends.
That part.
Wow.
Oh my! Wait a minute. They're
That
not
part.
friends.
Yeah.
Well,
Them
you would think,
frenemies.
but they've been your friends for
Frenemies,
so
that's right.
long that once they start seeing you progress, something in
That's
that
still a
dynamic
frenemy.
change.
But because it's sad to say that people sometimes don't want to see you grow.
That's true.
Yeah.
And then when you start becoming a different person, they don't know what to do with that. And then they start changing. And I've had that
part,
happen.
Not you change, but the people around
No,
you.
you're growing. You're changing. You're
But
growing. And
they don't know how to accept that growth.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
what I'm saying. So the people
because they
around
want you to stay.
stagnant.
Still
You know
do the
what?
same thing you used to do.
They feel better when you're at a certain level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you start elevating,
Because they feel like they got to
growing-
compete with you.
Misery
yeah.
loves company. So yeah, they don't want you to elevate. They want you to stay where they at. That's crazy.
And I know this is off topic again, but why is that? Why the secret competition? Why can't you be happy
For people.
for your family, your friends, your
Yeah.
people, whoever? Why can't you just be happy at their elevation?
that's insecurity, self-hate,
Or they just want what you have.
that part.
And I tell everybody, don't get me wrong, I tell everybody I meet, it is entertainment.
Yeah.
Social media is entertainment. You can make any and everything look good and bigger than life.
On social
Yes.
media.
On social media.
Chill out.
Yeah.
Chill out.
But people feel the need to compete.
Yeah.
Insecurity.
I mean, yeah, and here's the thing, that's what my girlfriend used to always tell me, a good girlfriend of mine. She used to say, I just make this look good. People don't have any clue
What
I
deal
go
with,
through
to get to that level.
that part.
That's where the facade comes from.
that's where the
Yeah,
facade
yeah.
comes from.
Tracy.
Yeah.
She was like, they don't know if I go get a payday loan every other Friday or once a month.
We're trying to make it. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
she
right.
was just saying.
Well, that's where the entertainment comes from.
Right.
Yeah, true. And I was like, yeah, you're right about that. She, they just see I drive a Benz, I stay in a nice house. They don't know what I go through
To maintain that.
And they won't support you.
Oh no. I'm a true believer. I can talk about that all
That's
day
so
long.
sad.
That's
It's really
right.
sad though.
Yeah.
At all,
Well,
period.
They say never look for your family and friends
To
to support
support you.
any type of business you have. It's always going to come from
Yeah.
strangers.
That's right. And that's where I get a lot of my support from.
Strangers. Wow, that's so
And it's
I want to
crazy.
see everybody win. When I see people doing well, I am happy for them.
elated. Yeah.
I am truly happy for them. And if I want to get to a different level, let me ask you.
Let me ask you. Yeah.
Hey,
And
what
be
you
open
doing?
and be willing to give me.
Yeah.
And just, just like when Renee, Or Trina, who you want to be called?
I'm
by?
Renee on here.
Okay.
Look on here.
When I had my thing, the back to school toy drive, and I went live, and I was like, oh, the girl forgot to bring the cupcake something, and here she come in, just wanted to support. You know what I'm saying? And she's not. I mean, we're not like besties or that type of thing. It was just somebody wanted to support the cause.
Yes.
And when I can look out, I can see that. Yeah, none of the people that I probably should have been walking in there with cupcakes. You see what I'm saying? And that's the problem. I don't know if they want you to. I know they want you to fail.
Sometimes they do.
They do. They want you to fail. They want you to be like, oh my God, I don't know why. And Mimi will tell you, I'm a true believer. If one show up,
That's good. Because you helping one.
we're going to get them optics on that one.
right.
You know what I'm saying? It
Ones.
don't have to be a whole lot. Because, she said, well, did you, well, we'll go bigger next time. And more people will come and no more. But as long as you just continue going, because none of the supported, like even my alumni and, they don't support. Like, and I'm okay with that. I'm used to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
They don't, I don't know why, but they just don't.
And real quick off Keith here for a second. I mean, that's one of the things. I give Mimi a lot of flack, but I love her because you don't hear me say that often. But I love this lady because she's so uplifting and inspiring.
She is.
I mean, she will go the extra mile for those she care about and love. And even if she don't care about you or love you, she'll put aside and still help and go the extra mile. And you have a very big heart, and I just want to give you flowers and tell you that I love you. For real. That's coming from a place
she
of
does
love.
love the whole of the podcast.
The whole TikTok.
Need a lot of hoes. Need a lot of hoes.
That's just,
But no, for real, keep doing what you do. That's why you stay blessed.
My motto is, and Tracy, me and Tracy have been friends for a very long time, and she knows some of the things that I've been through with the people that I have worked with. And it was God who told me my assignment is for him, it's not for everybody else.
That's right.
And so I had to learn that no matter what a person does to me, that is between them and God, because he put me on assignment.
Absolutely.
And so that's why I'm like, okay, is this what I'm supposed to do? I'm going to follow what I'm told I'm supposed to do.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And so that's why I'm just like, I'm not really worried about what's the outcome, because God may not give me monetary, but he going to bless me when I need
Absolutely.
In some way.
And even, I mean, just even give Renee her flower. Even with Renee, like, you inspire me because even through your not so good moments, you still praise God and look at the positivity in things. And I admire that about you. I really do. But I always,
you always tell me that.
So, and man, I love you. And I'm just telling everybody, I love you too, Tracy. But I love you, Renee. But
don't you get me crying up here, girl.
I'm not. But you
Tracy, like, we done went from here to here to here.
No, because it's important. It's important, I
It's
think, that you
selfish,
tell your sisters that you love them and you're proud of them, and you uplift and inspire and encourage them. We talk mess, and anybody knows me, knows I used to be a comedian in a former life.
Yeah.
And I don't mean anything by it. It's just my way of dealing with life, because sometime in this life you have to laugh to stop from crying.
That's true.
And I'm not depressed. I know a lot of people like, oh, Robin, somebody told me Robin Williams was always laughing and smiling and, he commit. Yeah, but I'm not depressed. I do deal with things, considering what I've been through. But I always tell myself to get through it. It could have been a lot worse. And that's what helps me get through each day to day, life's challenges.
Yeah, that's why I'm so optimistic, because it could be worse than anything that I'm dealing with. Because it's people that are, dealing with much worse.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah. So, but I just, want to tell you.
I love you too, Sha.
Tracy.
I love Beyonce.
Well, I can give Tracy her flowers because, one thing she does is I'm big on, I admire her for the fact of her drive.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if I could ever be like, man, I wish I had that drive. Her drive is outstanding. And so I love that about you. Don't stop doing that. And so since we're giving flowers, Renee, let me just talk about my girl Renee real quick. Renee went from a seed to a blossom flower, because when I see some of the things, so that y'all follow her, but I follow her. And when I be listening to her messages, I be like, she on point. Okay? And let me tell you why she's on point. Because she's putting her whole self out there. She's not putting a facade out there. She's putting her whole self out there. So my content is different than Renee's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So she's about more motivational. I'm lip singing. Mine eventually change, but that's later on. And I love the fact about Nita
Milli
because
Vanilli.
Nita's gonna laugh and she's gonna have you laughing, and I love that about you. And Nita's been family for years.
Yeah, long
so
time.
so all that hoe calling, trust me, it's not an insult. This is if she didn't call me a hoe, then she wouldn't be Nita.
Oh Lord.
And you know, if you know Nita, you know Nita.
Nita.
And these
She
two-
coming with the jokey joke.
Well, Tracy she getting to know me.
I mean, I know you. Y'all support. I appreciate
yeah,
y'all
for
supporting
sure,
for sure. Mimi, I mean, Mimi has been riding with me for a long time. We done been through some hell and hot water,
Yes.
different companies, people stabbing us in the back. She done been through the kids with me, the depression with me, me calling her about trying to get through some things. So I appreciate you because she gets me going. That's definitely my PR. I know y'all,
Yeah, so y'all know
hold
that.
the podcast, but she my PR, and she definitely keeps me going. And I do
Absolutely.
follow you guys. I appreciate y'all supporting me.
Absolutely, Tracy.
Because I know God
And it's
has.
genuine. It's genuine, for sure.
Oh, I know it. I
Yeah,
know.
for sure.
Y'all, we done went from petty to sisterhood.
Baby, that's
That's what I was. You took the word.
That is
Look, it's crazy you say that, Mimi, because I was just about to say only
Well,
on the
Nita,
DDP.
she started it.
I know.
Yes.
But see, only on the DDP can you go from petty hoes
To loving each other. Petty hoes to loving hoes.
Very demure. Very mindful.
But that's how it should be. You should be able to have fun,
Yeah.
and then you should
Yes.
be able to get serious and mean it.
Yes,
Yeah.
for
You
know?
sure. For sure. I mean, we definitely need that in this type of climate
Oh, yeah.
we in. So
Definitely that sisterhood, because it'd be, ooh, Lord
No
Jesus.
fake friends.
Now that's another topic we need to have on another podcast.
Now that,
Sisterhood.
yeah. Make sure
Yeah.
put
Oh,
me,
yeah,
put
that's
me
a good
another
one.
chair up here with Peaches.
When
That's a
Peaches
good
get
one.
here.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
'cause
Peaches
listen,
gonna be here.
because I can
Yeah.
talk about that too. I done let a couple go. Gotta let people go by the wayside when it, because
No regrets.
no regrets.
No
I mean, I'm
regrets.
trying to elevate. She'll tell you I'm trying to be more in the political realm of things, and because of that, I can't be shaking my ass on social media.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And if I do want to shake it, don't post your girl on social media.
I know that's right.
I know that's right.
Yes.
Because they do vet your social media stuff before they
Yes,
try to put you in that
yes.
realm. And they have to understand I'm trying to be somewhere else because that's where I want to be.
Yeah.
And if y'all ain't trying to come with me, and I feel like y'all steady draining me and asking me, can you do this? And how you do this? And, I need you to do this for me. I need you to do this for me. Don't take my kindness for weakness and using me because I have a lot of resources. Damn, give me some.
Give me some.
Oh, yeah.
My
yes.
cup is empty at this point.
Right.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So yeah, you gotta let some of the people go, and that's fine. If y'all don't understand it, then hey,
That's those takers.
chunk it.
That's them takers, Tracy.
Yeah,
you
that
gotta
part.
learn to shake them off, them takers.
Yeah.
And don't,
Ooh, girl.
Shake the haters.
the takers, not the haters.
The
That's
haters
them
too.
takers.
Yeah.
Shake them haters, huh?
Shake
I
them
love
up.
haters. I love haters.
They your
Oh well, you gonna
motivators.
get them.
Yeah, I love haters. I love you, haters.
Except when them damn haters try to be petty. We can get back on the pettiness. Let them haters try to be
right.
petty.
Girl.
No,
But Petty does recognize Petty. Y'all,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, for
we
sure.
see it.
Sure, absolutely.
We see
Mimi. Yeah, absolutely.
We see it. But
So-
we don't say nothing about it. We just keep moving.
We keep moving
that part.
Yes,
because it'll bring you down.
It will.
but the
If you be recognizing that and let it get in your head, that pettiness.
It
they
don't
be
get in my
doing.
head, babe. I
But
laugh.
some people do, and it'll
Yeah,
bring,
some people, yeah.
it'll deter you. That's why, and I'm not gonna say this about this. That's why I tell people all the time. Mimi, tell you, I do not tell people my goals and vision.
Yeah.
When God delivers that vision to me, I just do it, and
It's
I
moving
tell
silent,
them.
yeah.
I tell them, hey, this is what we doing. Let's get on board. I do not do that because then they'll be coming. Girl, you don't need to do that. Are
Oh,
you
yeah.
sure you need to do that?
Talk you out of it.
Yeah, and then you be like, oh well, maybe I don't. Let me wait next year.
Because you have a lot of people that try to talk you out of your happiness.
That's it.
Yes.
Or your accomplishments.
Yeah,
Yes, and I want to stay in my happy place.
that's it.
That part.
all right then, we're gonna end that from petty hoes to a happy place. Boy, we done went all over the
petty
place.
hoes and happy hoes.
Baby, we done went all over the place here at the DDP, but that's what we do. Y'all know we don't stick to one script or one topic, baby.
Baby.
If we're feeling it and sending it and we in the moment, that's what we're doing. And on that note, we gonna close out, and we thank you guys for tuning in, as you always do. We so lucky and blessed to have you viewers. Catch us every Monday night at 8 p.m. on the LFTP network on the YouTube channel. I think that's about sums it up.
Thank y'all for having me.
You welcome. Like,
Thank you for coming on. We appreciate that.
Yeah, we definitely will have you on again.
Yes.
Definitely for sure. So you guys like, subscribe, and share. The DDP coming at you. Over and out. Peace.
Peace.
Live